Normally, I create videos showcasing formulas or solutions, but today I wrote this article on my website. How can I improve my Excel skills? So, if you scroll down to number 6, get your hands in the data. Now, one of the things here is to build a model. That is a great way to learn. But also, if you edit templates, or in this case, edit dashboards, you can learn a tremendous amount about Microsoft Excel. So let's go over to this website here, trumpexcel.com. Now, I'm just going to go over, this is Sumit Bansal from India, and he has created this amazing dashboard. It's a dashboard, Game of Thrones dashboard, and he's giving it away. You can download it. And it's quite amazing. So you can audit this thing and kind of learn a lot about Excel while having some fun. So let's jump over to Excel. Here's the template. Now, when you first open this, you have to enable macros at the top. And then the first thing I notice is it says double click a name to get the profile. So double left click this and it changes the profiles over here. Now, I know enough about VBA. It's sort of a hobby. If you go to I know when you double left click here, it's not magic. There must be some event code that is running when you double left click. So at the bottom on the sheet, you right click on the sheet and you will go to, where is it, view code. So here's the code. So in fact, just like I thought, it's looking at a certain range of cells, and if you double left click, it runs a calculation. So that is one really interesting thing. Another thing is, see this scroll bar. Now, when you click this, it's changing the data. So if you right click on this control, and at the bottom here it says Format Control. In here, you can see what's happening. You can see the current value, the minimum value, the max value. It's changing one at a time. And then where does the value go? Every time you press it to go down, it's increasing. And this is where it's assigned to. So calculation tab D2. So we come over here in cell D2. That's what gets the value right there. So scroll bar link. So let's just close this. We'll go back to our dashboard. So there's all sorts of ways you can interact with this. Even these little buttons here. If you right click on one, you see that everything goes back to a certain cell in another sheet. So let's go this to here again, click season 2. Now up here as well, you've got another thing where you can press this, and there's formulas in here. They're all lookup formulas. So there'll be index, as we see, or it could be offset. So you have to sort of audit, go backwards. Now here it says episode data, and you can't see this sheet at the bottom. So you have to right click the sheet tab and then unhide, and you can find those hidden sheets. So I think pretty much everything is open here. You can look around, so you can change the sort order, sort from the top to the bottom for this one, or see how this is out of sync. Now we can click here and it changes it. So lots of things you can have fun, and you can also learn all sorts of things about Excel. So let's just unhide some of these sheets. Character images. You go to this sheet and there's a trick that you can get these images. I have a video as well. I think I called it Hiding Mr. Excel or something a few months ago. So these are all these images fit inside of a cell, and then when you make a selection, it pulls these characters. So you have to go up to your formulas, name manager, and it'll be in here. There it is, character lookup. So you click one of these, and now it shows the current character. So that's a named range. That's a pretty cool trick. So you go back to your dashboard and you just keep auditing the whole thing until you figure out how each part of this works. So if I click this picture, it's linked to this name range character lookup that we just saw. Formulas, name manager, character lookup. There's the formula here. So we double left click over here, it runs the event code, and then we see the picture, the name range. It's very nice how it all works together. So let's take a look at another dashboard. So here we are at excelhero.com. Daniel Ferry is just an amazing Excel expert. If you go to his homepage, I always remember him as the guy with the chicken. And so that's pretty cool. If you just scroll all the way down to the bottom, it'll show all these different animated charts on Excel Hero. So you can pick the one that says, where is it now? Yeah, Excel Chess Game Viewer. There's also Excel NFL Drive chart, which is very cool. So I've got the one here for the chess. So here we are. Here's a chessboard. This is all in Excel, and this is just incredible. If you click here, you've got two choices to see the board, classic or modern, and that changes that. once again, you have a little scroll bar here. It's going to cycle through the moves in the chess game, and we'll see this is actually a chart. The chart will update. Now, there you go. Now you can see the whole thing on the screen. So see where I am here. If I click this, it's going to play through the game, and you can watch this classic game from about 150 years ago. So if you click it too fast, it jumps down a whole bunch of moves. But anyways, what you can do if you're not interested in the game is audit how this whole thing works. And he's got it all over here to the right. So if you want to, first of all, right click on this, see where it's going. Format to control, NDX. That must be a named range. So we go formulas, name manager, and then of course you see it right here. So it's chess BA4. So let's click this and see it. So it goes all the way over here. Actually, it's off the screen, but now you see all the data that is used for that dynamic chart. So you can come in here and audit the whole thing and see how it works. This will take a long time, but it is definitely a very interesting dashboard or chart. And then the last one, this is also from Daniel Ferry. He's got this NFL drive chart, which is just amazing that this was done in Excel. So you see the play-by-play what happens. At the end of each play, it goes back and forth, and then you can download the whole thing. So let's go and take a look at it here. The first thing you'll notice is I think it's got some macros, so you have to enable the content. And this one I think is locked. I don't think we can see everything in here. Yeah, we don't have a password. Now, what you can also do is this: go over to Developer, click Visual Basic, and you can see the code in here. I mean, not only does he create these amazing templates, you can come in here and see all the code. If you want to learn VBA, you have to spend maybe an afternoon, unless you're a pro at VBA, and scroll through and read all of this stuff of what it's doing. But let's go back and I'll just show you what this thing does. If I click the play button here, that's going to probably cause the macro to run, and then you just sit back and watch the whole thing happen. You see drive by drive what's happening. The score of the game is changing. I mean, it's like a little movie here. So this thing goes through, and it'll take a while to go through. You see the description down here. It's really amazing. So I'm just going to pause it here, and this is just to show you, going back to my website, that where are we here? There is just a ton of things that you can learn about Excel from the internet. So this is just one of them right here, about going and finding models and just taking them apart. Here's another website. It's maybe a little bit off the screen, but Vertex 42. So let's just open that up. There are a ton of free templates in here that you can play around with. Almost all of them are free, and you just come in here and you download whatever you want and just sort of take it apart. You can use it, of course, but if you really want to learn Excel, take them apart. And then let's go over to contextures. So the screen, let me just make it a bit smaller. So you see contextures here. This is Deborah's site, and you come in here and she's just got tons and tons of Excel files and templates and advice. I mean, data validation, there's all sorts of things you can read, download them all, and you can learn so much that you might not even need to take a course.